Well, welcome to this first session on how to access your Chooboo website so that you can make changes to the text on the site. First thing you've got to do is go into Internet Explorer. It opens up like so, and you go up to this bit here and you type in www.chooboo.com and hit return. A lot of clients make the mistake of typing in the chooboo.com into this area of the browser, which is the search engine. Try to remember to type it in there and hit return, and it takes you to this page. Next thing to do is to type in the username and password that we provided you with. If you've lost these details, contact us and we'll send them back out to you again. So let me put in our username and password and click login. This takes us to what we call our control panel. And there's a number of elements to it. The first thing I'll draw your attention to is your details. If I click on that, that is information that we hold about you. So you can change it from here. The most important thing, I suppose, is that you can actually go ahead and change the password by clicking there. You can put your current password in and then put your new password in and confirm it. Click save, and then that changes your password. If you have a webmail service from us, then you can click there and you can access your webmail. We're going to cover webmail in a separate tutorial, but the one we really want to get into now is how you content manage your site. So what I need to do is click on that button. This brings us into this screen. Sometimes it can take a few seconds for the content management system, in other words this screen, to load in your browser, and particularly if it's the first time that you've gone to this area. But it's communicating with the internet, so to try to be patient with it. Okay, so here we have the website itself in terms of the sections within it. These are the main pages: home, August offers, June offers. Now click on the plus sign between beside that. It reveals these, which are called sub pages. They correspond with the titles that we have up here, but main page and sub page. To see what they look like on the live site, I click view your site, and it opens up in a window like this. I'll just expand that window out. So these are the main pages. If I go back to here, those are the main pages as you see them there, and there they are across the top. If I click on August offers, you'll see the sub pages appear here. Now, how your main pages and your sub pages appear on your website will depend on how the designer has set it up for you. So they may look slightly different on your site, but that's the way that structures. So let's say I want to edit the content of one of these main pages to start with. Well, I click on the main page and it turns pink. I go up to here and I click edit. This opens up the content management side of this page. So here you can see the text of the page appears in this box. To change the text on this page is relatively straightforward. I can delete there and then I can type some text in. We have a tutorial specifically on entering and formatting text that I recommend you look at when you're ready to put text onto the site. But I just wanted to make a quick introduction to what this looks like. You'll see that we have clicked a button here called Show in Menu. If that was unclicked and I clicked Save, then it basically means that that page won't show in the live website. Now I'll click that again to set it live, and that'll set it live again. Show in the footer. If I go back to the website, so you can see that. If I scroll down, see right at the very bottom here we have a footer which has home and contact us in it. If I was to click the button, if I go back to that, if I was to click this button and click save, then August special offers will appear in the footer of the website. If I go back to here and refresh the page, you'll see that August offers there has now appeared on the footer. So that explains out what that does. Show in the menu. Archive pages for a page that you may want to archive and maybe use again sometime in the future. For example, it could be an August offer that you want to run, but you don't, obviously in September you want to archive that page, maybe bring it out again next August. So it's useful from that perspective. If I click archive page and click save, then that archives it off and we can use it again next year or some other time. So let's say I want to create another main page that would appear at the top of the site. I click there, I go up to here and I click add main page. This opens up this box. It automatically ticks show in menu. I want to give the page a title. Now it's important that I give the page a title that people will recognize, so that they can obviously navigate on the site to information that they're interested in. Let's call it Gallery of Products, for example. We want the page to show in the footer as well, and in here we would type the content here, which would be text, images, documents and links, all of which, as I mentioned earlier, is covered in other tutorials that we've recorded and are available on our YouTube channel. So I'm happy with having set up this page called Gallery of Products. Down here is the meta information surrounding this. This is part of the information that search engines search for when they are visiting your website. So it's important to try to get this information correct. So in here I would probably put Gallery of Products, and in meta description I would maybe put some information in around the content that will be on this page, whatever the page is concerned with. The keywords element isn't as important these days because search engines, particularly Google, do not rank in terms of the keywords anymore. It's the description and title that are far more important. I'm going to go and click ahead and click save. And if I go back to the website itself and scroll up and refresh this page, you'll see that it's created another page called Gallery of Products. You'll also notice that it's been pushed off to the side here, and it doesn't really fit particularly well. This is because the design for this particular site is set up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 main pages. If you think you're going to need more main pages than this, then this is something to bring up with the designer right at the outset of the process, rather than further on down the line when the website's been designed. For example, if I wanted another couple of main pages, they simply wouldn't fit there. So it's important to think about that at the outset. So when I click on Gallery of Products, then my content would go into this space. Let's say I want to set up a sub-page under Gallery of Products. While I go back to the content management system, I click here to add a sub-page. It lets me know that the parent page of the Gallery of Products is going to appear within it. And let's call it product number 1. And we put some information in here, whatever it may be, and click save. If I go back to the website itself and refresh that page, then you see the sub-page appears there. And that's how that works. I should stress that when using page titles, that you don't use any special characters. And what I mean by that is, let's say I was to try to set up another subpage. Then I don't want to use a special character like if I was going to use a dash. Using dashes is not a good idea, so I wouldn't do that. You can have spaces between the elements of the page title, but certainly don't put dashes. I also would try to refrain from using other special characters such as pound signs or dollar signs or @ signs and things like that. Really, I would keep it to letters and numbers as best you can. Let's say I want to try to move the pages up in order so that they appear in a different space on the navigation. Well, I highlight the page, I go up to here, click move up, and I can move that up or down as far as I so wish, and it'll appear in a different spot in the website itself. Actually, let me just show you. Go back to the website and I'll refresh that. You see the Gallery of Products has moved all the way along to here now. If I now want to delete these pages, I have to delete the sub-page first. It won't allow me to delete the main page and the sub-page together for security purposes. I highlight the page and I click delete, and I confirm that I'm happy to delete that, and then I go to this, I click delete, and that deletes it. I think that's pretty much everything I need to cover in this section on logging into your Chooboo website and setting up and managing the pages. If you have any further questions, please do not hesitate to contact us. So good luck with that.